When does the butt happen?
When does the butt happen? You know, we had this conversation with, was it with you? No, I had it with Tom Bilyeu. Tom Bilyeu, a very interesting interviewer. I really like his stuff. We had a very good conversation together when I was in L.A. Guy built $1 billion company, by the way, and he's got a YouTube channel with a few million subscribers. Very, very good at what he does. Him and his wife. By the way, their media company is on the first floor of their some $20 million house on the hills of Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Sick.
Wow.
And it's a sick house, right? And we're having this conversation. He says, I said, to fix this mindset is going to take 20 years. He says, but do you think we can do that in the American system since the president is only 4 and 8 years because it's constantly going to be changing? It's not an easy thing to do, right, with our current system because Trump comes in 4 years.
Hopefully, God.
His policies are choking Iran. Iran's about to topple and, things are going to change. Then the next administration comes in. Economy's growing. Then manipulation with China comes in, with Wuhan lab. There's no way this comes from the lab and all this stuff. It's way, way, way too divisive and divided right now politically. And I don't know, even yesterday, Trump said something about DeSantis. You've already beaten DeSantis, and you're bragging about, how bad you want to, how you put him out of business. Yeah, play from like the 30-second mark or the 20-second mark. Maybe go a little bit back there. Play this clip. You're not getting it? Yeah, anyways, he's calling out the way, you killing DeSantis before he even gets into the competition. You first...
Here it is right here, Rob.
Paid advisors. Sir, you shouldn't talk to them about that. One of the people said, are you going to run against the president? He said, I have no comment. To me, that meant he's running. So I hit him hard. I hit him low. I hit him high, just like we did to ISIS. We hit him hard. We hit him low. We hit him high. We hit him in the middle. We hit him from on top, and he even came under the ground. We hit this guy so hard, by the time he announced, nobody knew what the hell happened. They said, what happened to him? He's a shell of the man. We had...
he's just a shit. Schulz, do you think he's, from a comedian standpoint, funny? Meaning he's a brilliant marketer. He's a great speaker.
Yeah, I think he's really funny.
Do you actually think he's genuinely funny?
Yeah, and he's just a great cadence. Like his voice is, no one talks like him.
Nobody ever.
And his rhythm, nobody has.
Yeah.
So he's just like a really unique speaker. And it's fun because the sentence never really finishes or starts.
Yeah.
It just kind of flows
like a dream.
into
One run-on
But did you see the compliment he gave to Biden yesterday?
What he said?
Can you play the compliment, Rob?
This is probably one of the best.
Yeah, play this clip
Biden
here.
should be watching this.
Telling you, he's the worst president we've ever had and the most incompetent president we've ever had. And he's also the most crooked president we have ever had. Now, other than that, I think he's doing an excellent job. Do we agree?
Adam, to answer your question, that's comedy. Well, he's Don Rickles to me. Yeah, but it's what type of insult comedy? That was basically.
But the fact that like Americans can't on the left, they can't he's supposed to be presidential. It's like, bro, it's Donald Trump.
The left finds him funny. They just won't admit it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the left finds it funny. So, if you're a human, you'll
yeah. So just going back from what we were talking about the when you said it's going to be interesting and crazy, right? This 2024. So for argument's sake, for if it is Biden and him, I think Trump on a landslide from the no wars in Palestine, the Russia-Ukraine, China doing what it's doing, the borders, illegals. Like, remember when he went up against Hillary, he brought all of Bill's victims up there.
That was savage.
That was a beast move.
Savage thing.
Ridiculous. I think now
Bill's never recovered from
with
that.
Lake and Riley and all these people that have been getting murdered and raped, these young girls. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring them up. Do you think it's because he's bet Tom and we have a bunch of stuff going on? Do you think, Andrew, from your heart of hearts, is it going to come down to this dude? They're going to inject Biden. He'll try to make it through these debates, or do you think? DNC convention, they're going to do a switcheroo. Somebody else is going to come in, a Newsom, or what? What do you think is going to... If you had to bet, do you think it's going to be Biden, or do you think it's going to be some other surprise?
I think Biden runs.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Biden runs. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know why he would want to. I mean, he did it. He fulfilled the career politician objective, right? He dedicated himself to the brand for, 50 years, 70 years, however fucking long he's been. And then he got to be president. You did it. Check out, right?
Yeah.
You're 80-something years old. Just enjoy your life. But, yeah, I think he runs, and I think Trump beats him. I think Trump beats him. I think, Trump has become much more likable. And this is how Trump can win things. Like, he's a good winner. He's not as good a leader as he is a winner. Like, he can win because he's a great insult comic, right? He can point out why these things are horrible or these guys are bad. But leading is not that. Leading isn't being the insult guy. Leading is like getting everybody on board, committed to the same task, and then taking them to the finish line. And I think that's what he kind of struggled with when he was president. He was like, okay, well, who do I make fun of? Who do I call short? Who do I call fat? Like, what's going on? And we're like, no, you don't have to do that. You're in charge. Just tell us where we're going to go. Take us to the promised land, dude. And
right there, like you already beat DeSantis. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
You've already beaten him.
But that's what he knows how to do, and that's what works.
Totally get it. But if he, here's what I'd love to see. But first of all, I think it's not even a question whose policies produce better results and a better America. At this point, we have case study. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's hidden. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody could have guessed it in 2016 and said Biden would be a better president than Trump, and we would have said what? Maybe you're right. We don't know. Now we know. There is no more like put the four, like the LeBron James Michael debate. Yeah. You can put it in so many different perspectives. It's Michael, right? We don't need to have that conversation. New Age does. We can have the facts to back it up. That's why nobody ever said Kareem was the greatest of all time, and Kareem had a lot of amazing stats, and nobody ever said Oscar Robertson was the greatest of all time. He had the triple-double 2 seasons or whatever it was that he had, right?
Isn't it funny that the only people saying LeBron are better never watched Michael Jordan play basketball?
Yeah. Weird.
By the way, did you see
weird?
You know what's the craziest thing? They ran a poll of current NBA players.
Because they didn't watch Michael play. They're all kids.
No. Rob, did you see this? They ran a poll of current NBA players. Who's the greatest basketball player of all time? Do you know what the poll turned out to be?
What?
Steph
Michael
Curry?
by a mile.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Wow.
Current active players.
Current
Players.
Yeah, of course.
Check this out. In an anonymous study by the Atlantic survey, 103 current NBA players, results found that the vast majority, 58.3, found Michael Jordan as the greatest, LeBron 33, Kobe was third at 6.8. Yeah. Current. These
Makes
are current.
sense.
Wow.
So anyways, but going back to this, now that we have the data, and you have case study of both of them, put them together. Yeah. It's the score is you win by 3 touchdowns. Like you put 28-7, you win by 3 touchdowns. And I'm being friendly here because of all the fear, and Jews are actually thinking about leaving the Democratic Party to vote for Republicans. Can you imagine how weird that is? That's
they're gone.
Yeah, that is very, very weird. And by the way, when he says they're gone, and he'll say, yeah, but it's not a big deal. We're a small community. You ain't got a small influence, bro. Your influence is a very different kind of influence. The documentaries and movies that are going to come out the next 3, 5, 10, 20, 30 years, they're going to document how this thing was handled at this era. Anyways, Trump is most likely going to win, minus the October surprise, and there's going to be a September surprise, and there's going to be a August surprise. You get the idea. There's going to be a lot of surprises that you're going to get. But I think he has the concept of redemption to try to unify. He's got strong enough of a personality to be able to do that this time around, because even the haters, some of them that were haters that would have never voted, like that one video I saw the other day, I think it was MSNBC, when it's a husband and wife, a black family.
I sent it to him right now.
Oh, do you have it where?
That's so sick that I sent it to him like 2 minutes ago. The BET host is like, so who you voting for? The husband's pro-Trump, and the wife.
Oh, that's the one. That's
it's actually a great progression.
Yeah,
I'm so
and
happy
then what the wife says at the end.
Yeah, I love it. Listen, I love it, man. This is crazy. So look at the host. The host doesn't know what the hell's going on.
It's too long, Rob. You can't show the whole
just
thing.
Just the beginning, I think is the part.
Donald Trump.
Who you voting for? Yeah.
Hillary Clinton.
That's who you voted. Yeah.
2020.
Donald Trump.
Biden. And who will you vote for in 2024?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
she asked her why.
So the point is, people are coming to this side. But so all I'm saying is that you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Sometimes, like when I'm in sports, when you play and you're younger, sometimes kids come out the game timid, right? And then when you're a professional player, you come out and you kind of know what you're doing. But then the famous saying is what? Let the game come to you. He doesn't need to play like the way he played in 2016.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that. Dude, just you're gonna win. Mm-hmm. But the way you're playing,
lead us.
Yeah, you have a shot
just
at doing
lead us,
that.
man.
Yeah.
That's and listen. There's a version of it where he can do that effectively. He's led companies for the majority of his life. Let's see, but I think it's got to be lead us, instill that American exceptionalism, get us excited, still be funny. Still be funny. We want you to be funny. Say funny shit. Be entertaining.
Yeah, and again,
lead.
And people always go, "Oh, you guys are just..." No. I'm critical too because he was up there in that same speech going after. I'm gonna make China do and 100% tariffs. It's like, bro, what do you leave them? Like the last time you were talking shit about China, a virus came out of fucking Wuhan. Shut up. Don't give the enemy any. Just I'm with you guys. Be quiet. Don't bring it out there. It's like, let the game come to you because they're going to be coming after him. But in his defense, though, from what they've been doing from 2016, it's going to be 2024, right? You have to give him a little bit of leeway for being furious at everybody.
What did Oberman say to him this last week?
Keith Oberman.
Elon Musk tweeted.
So this is, and again, this tactic that why has made Trump this angry, like pissed off person that wants revenge. He did this speech and he said, when it comes to this, like it's going to be a bloodbath, meaning, with all the illegals coming in, and Oberman took this one little part out, Andrew, and made him seem like he is going to, if he comes in, it's going to be a bloodbath, as in he's going to be killing people, and they fact checked them, and then Elon fact checked them too. And by the way, and this is that thing that we were talking about. The news is already out. Millions of people, like we talked about the RFK thing on the late night. Everybody took that quote and they're like, "Oh my God, Donald Trump is going to do a bloodbath when he comes in." But then Elon and all these guys put the actual full speech in context. But dude, this is Oberman. Keith Oberman has Trump derangement syndrome more than anybody I've ever seen in my life.
Up?
But yeah, it's just like,
while you're looking for that, if I can just give some credit to, and we have a lot of brilliant political minds here, left, right. Leave it to a comedian to come out here, basically say really what's going on, because there's a big difference between campaigning when you're not in office, when you're actually governing when you're in office. Trump, doing the insult comedy thing, that's going to get eyeballs. That's going to ingratiate some to a lot of people. Understand there are problems in America, but there's a big difference when you're actually at the podium, being the president. You have to unify. What are you calling it? Being a Doug guy?
Diffuse,
unify glue. The problem is, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's such that Don Rickles type character, and the media's going to attack him. The left's going to attack him. The woke's going to attack him. It's really hard to be that guy from going from insult to, come on, guys, let's all come together.
Guess what? You know what? For our business, it's better for him to be this way. Let me say, because they watch the podcast. So for our business, the more you do this, the more stories we have.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, for the sake of America, when you're in, just do your part. Best word you said. What a way of putting it. Winning, leading.
Yes.
Right? Winning, leading. You're a winner. Now, apply some of that stuff into.
Tough.
Yeah.
Leading is tough, because you're an example of that leadership every single second of the day. And if you don't live up to that, we will call you out on it. You're asking us to live this life, but look at you. You're living like that. We're constantly looking for the hypocrisy so we don't have to live up to those values. That's why, leadership with religion comes from God, because when it's from a dude, we're like, bro, even Jesus was like, yo, I'm a man, I'm gonna fuck up, you're gonna fuck up, we're all gonna fuck up, right? The idea is we fuck up. That's the idea. And that's relatable. We're like, all right, thank God. I'm going to fuck up? Okay, good. I feel a little bit better. That guy up there, he doesn't fuck up, so I'm going to try my best to be like him, but I know I'm going to fuck up. And leadership is so hard from men because we are fallible.